Hello, good morning and welcome to Wake Up Call. I'm Lily and I am joined by our fabulous guest, our lovely Debbie Robinson, for this morning's Wake Up Call. Good morning, Debbie.
Good morning. I am so excited. Literally, you can't keep me down with this one because I honestly think this is absolutely going to be one of the most gorgeous Christmas collections that we've done to date. It literally is all about having some creative control yourself with the most amazing scene builders that will create 3D projects, whether it be in your card making, scrapbooking layouts, whether it be in home decor pieces. But do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to show you straight away. That's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to kickstart the show straight away so you can see what I'm talking about, having that creative control, because these are absolutely beautiful. Look at these fabulous scene builders where you've got the most amazing characters. You've got your Father Christmas and all your little elves in his little, shall we call it his Santa's Grotto? I think we'll call it his Santa's Grotto, his little workshop. But the thing is with these is that you've got, because we're giving you the stamps and the dies, you've got creative control to have, I mean, this is what we're talking about when we talk about the 3D, absolutely beautiful images all the way around, but you're in control of the scene that you build, which I absolutely adore. I'm going to show you another one because the ones that I'm showing you right now are the things that I've got coming up in the launch day later on. And so literally any way that you want to create these beautiful scenes, that's exactly what you can do. And I absolutely, honestly, I can't tell you how excited I am about this shows today. And then the last one that I'm going to show you. Now, this one for me, I shouldn't have favourites because when I first saw this collection, I actually thought Father Christmas in his workshop was going to be my favourite. But there's just something about this design that I absolutely adore. It really is, yeah, Producer Johnny, Christmas Eve, absolutely stunning. And this is going to be on the launch day. Officially, we're launching them at 2 p.m. UK time, 9 a.m. Eastern time or 6 a.m. Pacific time. Already busy right now, Lily. I'm really excited about this one.
Oh my gosh.
But we are going to give you a sneaky peek, so I want you to stay tuned to this show, The Wake Up Call, right now, right here, right now, because I'm going to do maybe 1 or 2 demonstrations if you let me. Absolutely.
Absolutely. Oh, honestly, there is so much to be excited about today. I am super, super excited to be here this morning. Not only have I got my lovely Debbie Robinson with me, but that launch, I mean, we were talking about it yesterday, billing and cooing over it. Have you seen this? Look at this, look at this. Honestly, it's an absolutely fantastic launch. Perhaps you saw earlier on, we were saying we couldn't believe how long ago it was now.
I know.
Back in May, we brought you sort of the everyday version of this. You guys love that one as well. So if you've got that, you know that you're going to need the Christmas one. But if you've not got the everyday, get your Christmas and get yourself on the Shop the Day category on the website, and you will find the everyday version as well. But something for every occasion. How fabulous this is. I cannot wait to see Debbie's demos. Well, I've sort of seen them already.
I've already given you a sneaky peek.
A sneaky peek, yeah. But I can't wait to see them in full. A few in this show, as we've said, but tune in for that launch at 2. Grab your collection now and then tune in to see all the demos, knowing that you've got your goodies. But talking of crafty goodies, it doesn't just stop at the launch. Oh my goodness me. Not only have we got a cartload, we've got a Leanne cartload, which you guys know at home is a super, super rare thing to be able to get Leanne. You know how busy she is. She's so busy designing all these amazing products that we bring to you. She's coming down tonight for a 3-hour cartload. Not just 2, but 3 hours. Oh my goodness. The stuff on there, honestly, me and Debbie have been looking through, again, billing and cooing over all the stuff. The prices, and I'm not being funny, but some of the stuff that we've got in those goodie bags, we've not even seen some of them. No. Some of them we've not even got. We're saying,
we were just saying that, yeah. I said to you, there's a couple of the collections that I've seen in some of those goodie bags and that I haven't even got myself. Absolutely. This is going to be a belter of a cartload. It really, truly is. You want to make sure you definitely tune in, Lily, because I mean,
my gosh.
She's the fountain of all knowledge, of all Crafters Companion. She is the oracle. I call her the oracle of Crafters Companion.
She absolutely
and not only is it is lovely to have her here, we don't get her here as often as we would like. So it is going to be an absolutely stellar show later on today. Absolutely. And we're going to give you a little sneak peek, aren't we, Lily?
Oh, absolutely. And I'll be honest, after I've finished on this show and before the cartload starts tonight, I know I'll be getting my ordering, and you guys at home can do the same. You don't need to wait for that show. You can be shopping that day, getting them deals in, because I know some of them are quite low stock, so make sure you do shop early and tune in for tonight. But back to the new launch, absolutely incredible launch that we're bringing you here today at Crafters TV. Brand new launch today. This is our Christmas 3D Scene Builder collection. Oh my goodness, is this an absolutely stunning collection. If you want to build your scenes, this is absolutely brilliant. If you want to create all your concept cards, this is going to be a fabulous one to go for. Within this collection, it is a real bumper collection. You are getting 113 elements in total, and that's made up of 75 dies and 38 stamps across these 3 stamp and die sets that we've got here. So we're going to take you through the board so you can see exactly what you are getting within this stunning collection, and like I say, you're getting tons and tons for your money within this amazing range. So we come to the first collection that we're getting, which is Christmas Eve. I think this is Debbie's favourite. I know she's got demos with all of them, but I think this is perhaps her favourite. But mind you, you don't have to pick a favourite, as in the collection you're getting all of them for that platinum price of $51.80 or $63.16. So within this set we get not only the stamps, some of which will match with the dies, we get all these dies as well, so perfect for building up your scenes. You'll notice a lot of them do match with the stamps, but some of them actually have the cut-in detail as well. So like these stars, you can be using the fall-away elements, perhaps in your shakers, but you can be using them as cut-in elements as well, and adding your coloured card behind. Perhaps even cut them in vellum and add some LED lights behind to sort of light up a lantern. I think that would look fabulous. But we were talking before the show, actually, me and Debbie, that we can see this as an everyday sort of design as well. If you just take out this Santa and his sleigh, this element at the top, and you use perhaps the trees, the houses, even the moon, the clouds, the sun and the stars, this could absolutely be an everyday design. So don't just think Christmas with these, think of your day-to-day crafting as well. So that's your first stamp and die set within this fabulous range. Then we come into the next one, and this has got such a lovely cozy sort of cabin in the woods sort of feel, I would say. And this is our Christmas cottage, and sort of the hero stamp and die within this particular set is this gorgeous little cottage at the bottom. Are you going to colour it up so it looks like traditional gingerbread? Are you going to bring in your reds and your greens so it looks almost like candy canes? Perhaps you've got candy cane stamps and dies already in your stash that you want to mix and match in with this stamp and die set. Absolutely be doing that. Perhaps you've got your faux snow that you want to be adding around the rooftops. That would look absolutely fantastic. But again, we've got not only the stamps, and we also have some what I sort of call colouring stamps. So your stamps that are those outlines that you bring your different colouring mediums to. But we've also got our silhouette stamps. So perhaps you've got some of your quick dry ink pads and you want to be building up those layers, those scenery using those silhouettes, and then you can absolutely do that with this collection as well. And again, we've got some really useful dies within this collection that are not just for Christmas. I mean, look at the bows and the foliage. You could of course be using those all year round. The same with the gate and this archway as well. Can we mix and match between the different sets? So lots of different options and versatility with that particular collection. That is your fabulous Christmas cottage. And then we come on to the final set of stamp and dies within this collection. And this is, I think this is my favourite. Mind you, they're all my favourites, but I think perhaps this is my favourite, the Santa's Grotto. Again, we have both the stamps and dies within this range. So a lot of the dies will match with the stamps, so no fussy cutting needed. You can just stamp your image, colour it up in whatever sort of colouring medium you prefer, and then cut them out. No need for your snippy scissors. The dies will cut all the images out perfectly for you to give you that perfect finished result every single time. But we also have some additional dies within here that allow you to build up those scenes, and this is a really useful die. Not only does this cut that sort of log design, but it actually also debosses that wood grain effect into your cardstock, which looks amazing when you bring in a few of your inks just to highlight that even more. You've also got the little signpost, which I think is going to be really useful for all of your festive makes, and of course those words will fit onto that particular signpost, so you can build up those signs. Perhaps you even want to write your own message onto there. I mean, you could really personalise all your makes with this set, but how fabulous. Look at how much you're getting within there. You're getting your big size stamps and dies, but you also get what I like to call your worker stamps and dies, so that are going to really finish off all your creations. So that is your third set within the collection. So you can get all of these individually if you prefer. You will find those on the website, but if you want to go for the full collection, and let's be honest, why wouldn't you? Of course, you all mix and match together. You guys at home and knowing, and you're all buying the collection rather than the individuals to give you even more possibilities abilities. But all 3 stamp and die sets, you're getting, of course, over 110 different elements, which are your stamps and dies within this collection. For Platinum Club members, it's coming in at £51.80 or $63.16. What an absolutely incredible collection. It's one of those, for me, it's very much a sort of plain collection. What I did when I got mine home, and I was lucky enough to be able to create some samples with this that you might see throughout some of the shows, I actually sat down and I stamped and coloured in and cut out lots of different elements from all of the sets, and I just really had a play at building up scenes, and I think that's such a fun thing to be able to do with these. Perhaps even get the kids involved, perhaps they want to colour in some of the images, but these are going to be your real special Christmas cards, and I know Debbie's going to show us some absolutely fabulous ideas using this collection. So we're going to go right over to Debbie now, because I'm so excited to see what she's going to create.
Well, can I just tell you, honest to goodness me, these are just so cute. And I say cute, but just so creative. And I love things that enable you to take control. I love dies, I love stamps and all those kind of things, but I love something that gives you the ability to get creative. This is going to be right up your street, let me tell you, because you literally can take any one of these. You could do a little bit of mixing and matching if you wanted to as well, if you've gone for the whole set, but you're going to be able to create these beautiful scenes. I absolutely love this. This one, I'm just going to point out, was made by our gorgeous Lily over the other side of the studio, because you did a few little samples, didn't you, for us?
I certainly did. As soon as I saw these, I thought, I need to get my hands on these, I need to get playing with these and make a few samples, and that was actually the first one that I made. So that is using some of our papers, actually from one of our subs boxes. So using non-Christmas papers, but look how fabulous, how cute is that little elf?
Exactly, absolutely stunning. I love this one because this has got like multicolours. It's just absolutely gorgeous, taking those scenes, that lovely Christmas Eve scene, and just creating by cutting out different colours and then layering up so it looks like Father Christmas is going over a town centre or whatever it is that, you know. I mean, again, look at this. This is just absolutely amazing. And a different vibe with the same design, but in black. Look how gorgeous it looks in black with a bit of glitter glue. Absolutely fabulous. Then I'm going to show you some more. Before I get started, I just want you to see some of the amazing... Let me go this way so you can see that a bit better. I mean, come on, Lily. Look at this. Wow. This is just absolutely sensational. I will say Nicole, yet again, knocked it out of the park when it comes to our samples that she shows us and how to create these beautiful scenes, because this is the thing. So there is a way that we're going to show you how you can create them, but the difference here is that you literally are in control of the scene build. It doesn't have to necessarily be a double Z fold card like we're showing you here. I'm going to show you this one because this one's honestly another serious stellar sample from our lovely Nicole. One that took our social superstar Caitlin. This one, she absolutely fell in love with this one just because of those gorgeous Christmas scenes. But again, you can take these into any style of card. You can take them into gift boxes, home decor pieces, literally the world's your obster. Wait a minute. The world isn't your lobster at all.
So either your oyster or your lobster. Not both of them. Well, why not?
I've given it a hybrid.
Why not, eh? Why have one when you can have both?
Exactly that, Lily. Exactly that. But let me show you how you use these. Now, when you get them home, the 3 sets will come to you. You'll have a little bit of creative inspiration on the front of your packaging straight away, because you've got the lovely, and this is the lovely one that our Nicole has done, the one I've just shown you. So this is the scene that you're going to get with some inspiration. Could we just go overhead for a second? Thank you, Charlotte. Thank you. And just so you can see exactly what it is you're getting. So literally a bit of inspiration, but then you've got a little instruction sheet in here to create in the way that we've designed it. So the way that it shows you on the front is the way that we've given you some instructions. This is just to get you started, because like I said, you are going to be in the creative control front seat when it comes to these. And again, it's listed all down there, the sizes for that particular style. And that's what I'm going to do with this first demonstration that I've got. A lovely quality stamps in there, and I think possibly every single die you can think of, not only to cut the stamps out, but to add to your scenes, to build to your scenes. You've got archways in there, you've got the poles, the signposts in there, bows on here, lots of different things, from your swags to your Christmas presents, your windows, and then your tab. This one's your tab piece that creates that little extra scene in the background as well. So everything there you need to get started. I think what we'll do is we'll do a little bit of stamping first. I think I'll bring in my stamping platform. Actually, do you know what? No, stop. I'm going to show you. I always do this, Johnny, apologies, but I do like to change it up a little bit. I'm going to show you how to create that card base, because it does tell you that you need to take some cardstock. Now, this does not have to necessarily be multi-purpose cardstock. I am just using multi-purpose cardstock because it's my favourite go-to card every single time. So it tells you to cut a piece of card in the form of 11 inches by 5 1/4. So I've stuck to the instructions on this first one. Then it'll tell you to score this at 2 3/4 inches and 5 1/2 inches. So now what you've got is your Z fold base. So it folds in and folds out. So all you're going to do is put all your score lines in, reinforce your score lines on all of those. Let me just move that to one side. Pop that in, and there is your first part of your Z fold card. You need an additional piece of cardstock to do the next part of it, which is basically exactly the same length. So it's an 11 inch by 1 3/4. Now this is the bit that you can change and chop and change anytime you want. And Lily will tell you when she got in creative control with her set that you can make this as thicker as you want, as thin as you want. We're just going with the guidelines of how we've set this out for you, but you will be in control. So again, what you're going to do is put the score line in the same place, 2 3/4 and 5 1/2. So it's exactly the same. It's, when you look at this, it's exactly the same fold. Reinforce your score line, take your bone folder, and then fold it back. So you've got two pieces of cardstock that look exactly the same in the terms of, if I just leave those there for you, you can see the same thing, but just in a different way. And this is the bit that you will then turn into a double Z fold card, because that's exactly what we're going to do with this. We're going to create that little Z fold part like so. Now, I'm going to build all the scenes up with this. So what we're going to start is, now we've got the card bit done, we're going to now get creative and start to incorporate our stamps, our dies, and then we're going to decorate it to create that desired 3D scene. So I'm going to move that to one side, bringing in now my stamping platform. Now I am using what we all consider to be a hero tool here at Crafters Companion. So we are going to be using our 8x8 magnetic base platform.
Oh, and
with the spring-loaded legs.
I love this, and we do have a fabulous deal on this on the website. We featured it yesterday, but if you do check out the website, you'll find an amazing deal on this. And I know it's one of those ones that every single craft expert you speak to, they will let you know how amazing this is as a product. I know for me, it's my go-to. I pretty much use this almost every time that I craft. It's going to give you that perfect result every single time, as Debbie is going to show us in just a moment.
Absolutely. When I can get that off there, Lily. I am using Nina cardstock because I am going to be using a mixture of tri-blends and tri-blend brush pens as well. So there are alcohol-based colouring mediums. Now the lovely thing about a stamp, as we've said often, is that you can colour your stamps in with whichever medium you prefer, which you like the look of, what you've got in your crafty stash. So you can stamp your images and then colour them in with colour blend pencils, aqua pens, tricolour aquas, glitter pens, glitter markers, all sorts of different things, and that's the beauty of having a stamp set. So I'm going to take a few of these images. I'm definitely going to have Father Christmas with his little grotto there. We're going to have a couple of the presents on there as well. The Santa sack. Should we call it Santa sack full of presents? Sack, yeah. Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait. I hope I get something decent this year. Oh, that sounds like I didn't get anything decent last year then.
It does, doesn't it?
I very much did so. I always get good presents, my girls. And my son always gives me money. God love him. Me girls always get me some absolutely stellar. They try and outdo each other every year. Oh. And then mummy benefits.
Always good, isn't it?
Absolutely. But yeah.
Mind you, it's exactly 4 months today, isn't it? What, look? 4 months exactly today, Christmas.
Wash your mouth out with soap, Lily.
I know.
I can't. Exactly. You've got to be kidding me.
Scary, isn't it? Yeah.
I've got to be kidding me. 4 months.
Yeah.
Wow.
Scary,
wow.
scary.
Wow. That is, well, can I just say, where's the year gone?
Goodness me, I have no idea.
Absolutely flown by.
Idea at all.
It has flown by.
Yeah,
it really has. Now you said it like that, 4 months.
Yeah. I need to get started on my own Christmas cards.
Well, that's the
Honestly,
thing. You see, we start Christmas early, don't we?
Yes, I mean, it's
in the
pretty
world
much
of
Christmas
craft,
all year round,
yeah.
isn't it?
It's not just us that have Christmas early. It's, you know, it's all the craft companies. We all start early. But yeah, I have got a fair few to make, because when I make cards, I've told you before, I gift them to my friend for a charity, because she raises money for charity. So I usually gift her my cards, but I've given all my Christmas ones away. And I'm like, what did you do that for, Debbie? Because you could have used those for your family and your friends. I'm usually the one that's on the last minute hot foot trying to catch up in December, usually a couple of days before.
Yeah, I end up doing all my special Christmas cards, as we call them. You guys at home will know, you know, the special Christmas cards for your mum, your sister, those sorts of people. Mine usually end up getting made on Christmas Eve and get hand
Wouldn't
delivered.
these make a beautiful special card, though?
Definitely.
Absolutely.
Definitely.
These would be those special cards that you could create, or some home decor Christmas pieces as well with these scenes
I mean, I was thinking earlier, wouldn't these look fabulous? A big, deep box frame, few layers of these onto inside the box frame, maybe a few of them as embellishments on the outside. Wouldn't that look absolutely stunning? For a home decor piece for Christmas? Would make a great gift, that, actually.
Yeah, absolutely.
So definitely don't just think about your cards, think about all your gifts, your gift tags, your gift boxes, your gift bags. Lots you can be doing with these. And of course, we do sort of think about that Z-fold card design, the way that they've perhaps been typically designed for, but of course think of all your other card folds as well. I mean, the DT really have gone to town with all the samples that they've made. I mean, like pop-up box cards would look amazing, your gatefold cards, any sort of other type of box, any concept cards, these are going to look fabulous on. Don't just think of using them in the way that perhaps they've been intended. Lots of different uses with these, which is fabulous when we're crafting, because we've got lots of options when we're playing, which is always brilliant.
Absolutely, that's the thing. There's just so many ways that you can use this. I think that's why the everyday ones prove to be so popular, because of the fact that you can create lots of different scenes and lots of different images. Look at me being good girl, putting them straight back on my carrier sheets.
I know. I'm thinking,
I know. Look, it's only because they're still. Oh, I'm saying new. They're still new to me in terms of. I've done a few obviously for here, but I'm just going to clean down my platform as well. So
I thought you were going to clean your stamps for a second. Then I thought, what's going off here, Debbie?
No,
you
know me, I
don't
don't clean.
clean.
You know me, I don't clean my stamps.
No, I don't either. Do you know what? I used to be so good. I used to, every time I would use a stamp, I'd clean it straight away and I'd put it straight back. Goodness me, I can't even remember the last time I cleaned a stamp. But it's one of those, everyone at home, do as we say, not as we do. Always clean your stamps if you can. But,
do you get a better stamped image though if you leave a little bit of ink left on, don't you? Do you find that?
Yeah, they say it's a bit like, you know, you got your chip pan and it's sort of seasoned. It's a bit like that. You know when you don't clean it?
Well, yes. I mean, I'm the same with my frying pans and things like that. They're not acky, Lily. Like, just a disclaimer there. They're not acky or anything like that. And acky means dirty for those people that don't understand me. Acky, that's another Yorkshire saying. No, it's just, I just wipe them down.
Yes, get better. It's meant to be better. Yeah, it's the same with stamps. I was taught that's the same with stamps, so there we go, no cleaning stamps. But if you do want to clean your stamps, please do feel free.
Absolutely, it's entirely up to you. Now, I have used alcohol-proof dye to stamp my images with. If you noticed, I'd stamped a couple of times over the top just because I'd missed areas. That's the beautiful thing about the stamping platform. Because I had missed, I didn't put enough pressure down, but now I've got a crisp, clean stamped image and I'm good to go. And that's sometimes down to a dexterity thing, or maybe possibly I haven't just put enough pressure, or I've pushed down but not, you know, I said dabbed, but you know what I mean, put pressure anywhere else. So sometimes I miss, which is why my hero tool is definitely one of the stamping platforms that we do here, because I don't get, with the magnetic base, I don't get any movement, and I know I can go back over it. I am using tri-blend brush pens as well as our normal pens. The only difference being, obviously, for those newbies who are joining us, is it's the two different nibs. You've got a lovely bullet fine nib on this one, and then that beautiful Japanese brush nib on the
brush on the brush. Brush nib on the brush pen.
So I'm just going to do a spot of colouring now. I'm going to go in with that fair skin. Little cheeky elf. Have you noticed the cheeky face on this elf?
They're ever so cute, aren't they? They do have real character. You can I think you'll sort of see family members in these. I mean, you can colour them up with the right sort of hair colour and then give them to that particular recipient. Maybe you've got a little cheeky elf in your life. I think these would be perfect. I think your grandkids, Debbie,
absolutely.
I'm
thinking definitely little Ezra, because he is a cheeky little monkey, he is. And he's just got this little, I call it a little dirty laugh, where he goes, ha 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 ha, at you. He's a little cheeky imp, he is. I can definitely see him in, and well, my little old sassy pants, she is definitely a cheeky little elf. So yeah, absolutely. But I love these images. I think they're a nice image as well. And you probably agree, Lily, since you worked with them. But not a lot of colouring space, as in terms of they're a nice size, but not overly big.
Absolutely.
And you can lay down your colour pretty quick and get these images coloured in. And I just think they're absolutely fabulous for anybody of any level, any skill level. Oops, sorry about that. Any skill level can colour as well, you know, with especially if you've got the right markers and things like that. But anybody could have a go at these. You could even get your grandkids involved too as well.
Absolutely.
Now I'm switching over to my tri-blend pen, only because I can't find my tri-blend brush pen in the dark red. Can't find one in the studio. You'd think that we'd have one in here, but I have looked everywhere.
Staring right at you. It always is, isn't it? It's always the way.
Yeah, I think we need to have a nice little bit of a recce round and get a list built and compiled, and what else we need, because I've noticed a few things have started, and I don't mean taken, I just think they've been placed somewhere else.
Yeah, I think
because we have lots of people coming in and out of the studio and things like that. It's very, very busy. So much going off at Crafters TV.
Absolutely.
So yeah, absolutely gonna have to do that. I might do it tomorrow. I'm not going to do it today because we've got so much excitement building up with Leanne's cartload. Oh my days.
So excited for that tonight. And of course you can start to shop that show already, get those deals in. Be checking out the website, having a little look. What have you got your eye on? What do you think you're going to be picking up during that show when you're getting your launch? Of course, we've got our launch day this afternoon, and then 6 o'clock tonight is that 3-hour cartload. So a real action-packed day today here on Crafters TV. It's going to be an absolute corker of a day, so I really hope you can join us for the whole day and get yourself a bargain and get yourself something new as well with these 3D Christmas theme builders. I mean, you can see now with Debbie here how easy it is to colour, and I totally agree with what she said about them being really easy images to colour. It's a bit of a funny one to explain because they're sort of big enough that they're going to take centre stage on your cards, but there's not those huge open spaces which can sometimes be a little bit overwhelming, perhaps if you're new to colouring, or maybe you've just not got a lot of time to work on these cards and you want something that's not going to take you hours to colour. These are going to be absolutely perfect for that because you've got that finer detail within the stamp. It doesn't actually take too long to build up the colour and build up the design and that lovely shading on all these images. I mean, look at how beautiful this is coming together already.
Absolutely, and the thing is as well, like we're just saying, you know, you can still create some really stunning special pieces with this collection, and you haven't. I know it sounds daft, but because it sounds like I'm doing it, like you've not had to do a lot to it. As in terms of, because the whole stamps, the dies do all the hard work for you. You just enjoy the colouring and the composing of putting the card together, the project together, whatever it is that you want to create with it. Absolutely love. I just adore them. Let me just pop a little bit just
And I like the fact that there's a real mix within the whole collection. So you've got more traditional. I mean, that Santa is definitely a really sort of nostalgic, classic design. You've got something that's great for the children in your life. So you've got those little cheeky elves. So that could be something quite modern. And I think the Christmas Eve design with those houses is something really quite contemporary, quite modern, like that card that Debbie showed at the top of the show in those bright colours. So you've got something for sort of everyone within your family. You've got the young and the not so young covered. You've got male, female, more traditional, more funky if you want it to be. So there really is something for absolutely everybody within this range, within all of those stamps and dies that you've got, spanning those 3 stamp and die sets within the range. And you will get such fabulous results, whatever sort of style you want to go with for your creations.
Absolutely. I mean, I'm just going to go down here and do a little bit. Oops, gone in mid-tone there, Debbie. Just have a little play with your pens. I mean, we've got lots of tutorials online regarding our colouring mediums, and I am not going to just spend all this time doing this. I want to show you how you put your scene together and how to compile your beautiful make and things like that. But yeah, I'm just going to do a little touch more of the colouring on the red. But yeah, I genuinely mean it. This is one of those, I think, fun collections as well. Definitely. And a really creative collection.
I think so. I think that's a perfect word to sum it up, because however creative you want to get with this is totally up to you. If you want to go for quite a simple card, perhaps just a few of the characters on there, a few backing papers, maybe a sentiment, then of course you can be doing that. But if you want to get really, really creative, perhaps you want to be building up really elaborate 3D makes with lots of elements on there, mixing and matching the different sets, then this is absolutely going to allow you to do that as well. So lots of options with this collection, and just sit down and have a real good play when you get yours home. See what you can come up with, maybe mix and match it with other things you've already got in your crafty stash. Perhaps you've got some of our collections that we've already brought out this year. I think this would work perfectly with the vintage snowman in terms of some of the papers. You might be seeing some of the vintage snowman cardstock coming up in a little mystery bundle a little bit later, so stay tuned for that. But perhaps you've got maybe our frosty and bright. You want to be bringing in maybe elements like the faux snow from there, maybe bringing in your gilding flakes as well to really embellish these up. Bring out all your glitters, all your different finishes, your glossy highlights, and really sort of Christmas these up if you want to. But if you want to sort of strip it back a little bit, use your pens, maybe a few inks, keep it really traditional, then of course you can be doing that as well. Look how gorgeous that looks with those images starting to really come to life with a bit of colour on there.
Absolutely. And you know, you've also got as well lovely things like for your signposts, you can actually then you can either leave them plain or you can pop in the sentiments. Let's pop those in right now. We'll have North Pole going that way, we'll have Santa's Grotto going that way. Let's just bring in let me bring in, where's my stamping platform got? There it is. I'll bring my stamping platform back in just for a second and show you the kind of thing that you can be doing. And then we'll start putting our card together so you can see how these work beautifully and how they're going to work for you as well. But yeah, absolutely fabulous. What are people saying about them, Lily? Have we had any comments coming through yet? Because I'd really love to know what people think about this latest collection that we've got in our fabulous Christmas range.
I have not got the comments with me. I will have to, when we go to a break, I will have to grab the comments, because I know I had a lot of comments when I actually posted my pictures of my samples last night that you guys were all looking forward to it, to seeing this launch. So we will grab the tablet in just a minute to look at those comments and see what you guys are saying. But it's lovely to have all of your company on this. It was quite cold this morning. I didn't think it was that warm. This Thursday morning.
No, I'm warm every time I come in the studio. I'll get warm.
Yeah,
it's very warm
in the studio. Yeah.
So always is, Lily, always is. When you've coloured everything in, what you'll do is you'll then take your dies. So I can see Father Christmas sat in his little chair. Now, we always say, oh, I forgot magnets on there. I'm thinking, why is it jumping up to there? It's magnet that's doing it. We always say, as a recommendation when you're doing these, that you would die cut, stamp and then colour. But there's a nice bit of what I call white space around. So I think this time, on this occasion, with this particular set, I think you would be able to get away with, in the terms of, and I'm doing it again, Johnny. Did you see him bouncing to magnet?
Oh no.
But yeah, I think you've got a nice little bit of white space for you to get away with doing the colouring, the stamping, the colouring, and then the die cutting. And I'll just do this for all of them so you can see them, and then I'll show you. I keep forgetting the magnets. Stop it, Debbie, the magnets.
Oh, no.
They're bouncing towards them every single time I use them.
Dear.
Now, again, as well, what you will do is you will also, and I'll cut these out. We've got time to cut them out. We will show you, though, some of the gorgeous scenes. Gorgeous things coming up in our Leanne's cartload, which is going to be absolutely amazing.
It is. We're already busy for that, actually. And
I'm
it's
not
only
surprised.
like 11:30 in the morning.
I'm
the
not
show's
surprised.
Not wild 6 o'clock tonight. So I'm hoping not too many of the deals go. Some of them are fairly low stock. So if you are sort of having a little look at what you're wanting to pick up, do go quite quick on some of those. Get your orders in early.
Have you seen the prices though, Lily?
Oh my goodness, some of them are absolutely crazy. We're like saving up to 70%, which is absolutely incredible. I mean, in some of our goodie bags, we're giving you like £100 worth of product for free, which is absolutely amazing. And you might have noticed we've got quite a few of Leanne's hot picks as well on the show. We've not seen hot picks for a little while, so it's quite exciting to have those back. We will be taking you through those a little bit later on after we've seen Debbie's fabulous demo come together. So lots to be excited about here today on Crafters TV. It's one of those days when we've just got so much going on. I know every day we bring you great deals, we bring you great products, great shows, but today I feel like we've just sort of brought everything together in this one fabulous day worth of shows and deals and this brilliant launch. If you've not picked yours up yet already, it's the Christmas 3D Scene Builder Stamp and Die Collection, 113 elements for a platinum price of $51.80 or $63.16 if you're in the US. But how easy was it to just die cut those with that slight little border of white around the edge? And I notice you do the same as what I do, Debbie. You stamp and then die cut. Would you recommend doing that, or do you ever do it the opposite way
I
around?
used to do before what I've just done now, where I've stamped, die cut, and then colour.
Yeah.
And then it was something that Craig had said to me, and I was like, oh, I never thought of it that way. And he said, you know, sometimes you can spend a lot of time colouring your images. And he said, why don't you stamp and die cut and then colour. He says, and then you've not wasted anything. So, because sometimes, especially with the power of the Gemini, things can slip. I mean, I've been quite lucky in this respect that nothing slipped. And like I said, it has got a nice white space. So I think you could get away with any way of doing that this time. But recommendation, what we say is, and what's a good way of doing this, is to stamp, die cut, then colour, and I probably would do that, even though I didn't do it on this occasion. I probably would do that, just so you can, if you have any of those little slips or anything like that, it makes it a little bit easier in terms of you haven't wasted too much time if it has slipped us. You know what I mean, Lily? So again, I think I've got them all there. Actually, have I got one missing? I'll probably put it down. You'll probably see it in a second.
We've got a runaway one.
I have. I always do, Lily. All the time. I have a runaway die, and I don't know what I've done with it, unless you can see it there, because I'm like, what have I done? But I seem to have misplayed. It was stuck on the other side.
Oh,
there we go. But yeah, all you'll do then is you've got all your scenes. Now, I'm going to show you, because I spent a bit of time, so I'm just going to move those there. I didn't just want one health.
Oh no,
I wanted
why have one when
two.
you can have several?
I wanted, well, you know what? I wanted it to be a little cheeky one, so yeah, you can absolutely, to your heart's content, just have a little play. So I've got a couple there, I've got my little sack, I've got my presents, and I didn't just go for one set of presents. And I do tend to keep things like this in like same colour themes, so that everything ties all in and works really nicely. So I've got a fair few of those. I've got my Father Christmas finished and coloured in as well. Another little bit of a present going off there. I've got some swags, so we've got a little swag going off. Let's have a look. Oh, I did have another set of, I thought I did, because I normally do in 2s or 3s. And then start to build up this lovely scene. And again, the archway, the only thing that I've done with cutting out the archway, I cut it into multi-purpose cardstock, but I've just done, do you know the I call it pumice, what do you call it?
Pumice.
Pumice. I don't know why I call it pumice. It sounds like I'm getting a posh name.
It
pumice.
doesn't it? Ooh,
like a pumice stone.
Yeah, like a pumice
That's the
stone,
lovely grey. But you could use any of the twilight greys or
misty morning.
Yeah, the misty morning to create
Anthracite.
this. Yeah, absolutely. Anthracite would be another lovely one. So yes, absolutely. Just have a little play with it. Let me bring in my North Pole, because I kind of changed my little pole up by just colouring that in, and again adding in the place little touches of glitter. So I just took my little quickie glue pen, went in, and then just literally popped those pieces together. I'll show you now how to build up the scenes, because again, these are all the bits that I've done. I'm just going to try and fetch everything in, Lily. Just get me, let me get my ink pads out of the way.
We've got a couple of questions coming in. So we've got Sandra is asking, will most of these fit in the mini machine?
In the mini?
I'm thinking a lot of them will.
Absolutely. I think with the exception of, in fact, let me just grab my mini plate so we can put that to the test. Yes, and that's the biggest die there, so yes. Yep, definitely.
Brilliant.
Yep, absolutely.
Lovely.
I would say every single one of those, including, in fact, if I bring my dies,
I think the largest die is the one from the set that you're using at the archway, so I'm reckoning if that fits in, then they all will.
I think it's a tad slightly tighter than the others, but I would say that you'll probably be, it's because it's just a tiny little bit of the overhang. So I reckon that if you've got the the MIDI and the Gemini for that particular one, so that you're not damaging your die, I wouldn't want you to pop it through there. And I can see there's a slight overhang just on the sides. I wouldn't want you to damage your machine or damage your die, Lily. So I would recommend the archway one in one of your bigger machines, but everything else, all your little images, absolutely put those through your Mini. Now, let's go back back too. And again, I'm just going to show you what I did to create this background, because you're probably going to think, how on earth did you do that, Debbie? Now, this is my matte and layer. So if we go back to the original card, the Z-fold card, it looks like I've used a printer paper. Now, I know in your beautiful demo one you did. Well, I do like getting little inky fingers.
Oh, yeah.
And I did it with the stamp that's on the stamp set.
Oh,
so I just stamped it to create this wooden log effect. So you have the ability to do that, but I loved your idea, Lily, and what you said in terms of popping it together with some cardstock that you might have in your crafty stash, because I think that's a great idea as well. Now I'm just going to show you. You would stick these down. So let's get some glue and we'll pop these down. I have got a finished scene here that I'm going to show you in a second, but I'm just going to show you how you would do your base part. So we'll pop that on.
We've had another question come through from Renee. She's asking about how you put the cards together with the 3D scene builder. Well, that you'll actually get the instructions included, as Debbie showed you at the start. So it will tell you all your measurements, where to score. So if you do want to create that sort of intended concept, as I always call it, you can also watch the shows back as well. But the instructions with all the measurements are included in every single stamp and die set.
Absolutely,
so
and it's a lot easier to put together than you actually think.
Oh, it's so easy, isn't it?
But again, they're giving you little top tips even down here about using acetate instead of, so you could use acetate to create your panels, so it gives it a real extra dimension and almost like a floating effect as well, so it doesn't look like you can see the joins where the paper is, if that makes sense.
Yes.
But literally all you'll do is you'll build up your scene. Now I have cut out my windows on here, so I've got some little window scenes. And all I've done with this is I used to create, and I'll show you in a second, but pop that down and then layer up. Do you know the little garland pieces?
Yeah.
You pop your little garland pieces on. But I'm going to show you my background scene that I've done with both, because I actually popped on. So again, you can see, if you start to build this up, we're starting to create a scene. But I had, and if I can just find my other little panel, because I sometimes go a little bit OTT with the way that I do things, but I think, again, it's just to give you some creative ideas on how to build your scenes up.
It sort of lends itself to going at OTT, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It lends itself to bringing out all those embellishments, stamping lots of images up and really decorating those cards sort of a little bit over the top. I think it works so well.
Yep, so all I've done, Lily, is this, I stuck them down and I've put on the little plinths at the bottom, because every single die, every single stamp, you've got these to be able to create this lovely window scene. Now I just took one of my grey pieces, alcohol pens, and coloured that in. So I coloured the grey, and if I just grab my grey to show you what I mean, let me hopefully it's here. Yes, it is. We'll use
I
this
mean,
one.
you could be adding some of your glossy highlights to the windows if you want
exactly.
that shiny look.
And to do that, all I did was I took the grey and I went over, when it was stuck down, I went in with the grey and then the darker one to give it a little bit of almost like a little shadowy kind of effect around the outside. And that's how I created the window scene. And then just to finish it off again, I used a little bit of glitter. So I took that down and created a little bit of glitter. And then took this was one of the blues from the range, and I think if I remember rightly, this was me the ocean blue.
I used the
it
ocean
looks
blue
like
it.
Yes,
yep,
absolutely.
Like
and I just given it a little, and I say just a tickle because I wanted it to have a tickle, and I didn't want to go too much because I'm going to add on my little archway that's going to stick in. So if I just move those to one side just for a second, just to build that up and show you, I'm going to add that on. However, I wanted to create a little bit of a snowy scene around the background. So I just took a piece of cardstock. Now I measured it to fit this panel here. So we know that this is a Z-fold card and the measurement was 2 3/4. Excuse me, and I've just torn a little bit of cardstock, used my grey pen just to give a little bit of a background again, and then sprinkled some glitter using our tacky glue to create that little glittery scene, because I'm going to layer that part up to the back part to create this scene. But before you actually do that, you need to make sure that you've got the attachment on. Now for the double Z-fold card effect, you need to, if I just push them off for a second, just to show you what I mean, because that's the double Z-fold, you turn it. So you turn it so you've got the longer panel running across the bottom, and that's just to connect the card together. So I'm going to put those pieces down, but then we're going to add on the other pieces to it as well, Lily, so you can see how you start to build this up. So again, I'm going to go in with my glue, and I'm just going to pop that down that side. I'll take it to the bottom because I quite like having the bottom panel on. And I'm just going to put a bit of glue onto this bottom of here. So I'm just going to go on just a little layer of glue. You could use your tape pens or your red liner tape. I want to give it a little bit of a wiggle bit part. Wiggle bit part? What does that mean? A wiggle time.
A little bit of wiggle time.
A bit of wiggle movement, and pop that on. So that you're sealing that on, so you're creating that, that double Z fold feature. Now, the next bit that we'll do is we'll start to add on the seam that goes on like so, and then you start to build this up. So let's just pop that down for a second. So let's use, where's my tape pen gone? I'll use my tape pen for these bits. But it's all about building that seam up.
Absolutely.
And I wanted to hide this panel, Lily, so that's why I've popped all these pieces that are a tad bigger.
Yep.
And then again, I'm just going to pop this on, and I'm going to add things like my swag.
Your swag?
My swag. That's the swag I'm going to pop on there. So you start now to build up your scene. So again, if I just pop that down.
We've had a few comments from some of our lovely viewers who are joining us this morning, so a few hellos to all you guys watching. Lynn Harvey's joining us, Janet, we've got Rhiannon, Sarah Brown from Melbourne, Australia. It's 8 o'clock in the evening there. She's got a cuppa ready for the show. Sounds like a fabulous plan, sitting down with the cuppa and watching. Sandra's in, Caroline, Lynn, Christine Mahoney saying good morning, Mary Kay's in as well, Kirsty, Stephen Nicole, Sandra, Val, gosh, we've got lots of you tuning in this morning. It's lovely to have your company. We've got Audrey, Zoe as well. Even our Craig's watching along. Our Craig's saying apparently it's Ben that's hiding the pens.
Who's hiding the pens?
Ben, our Ben. Well, Ben's not in today.
Ben.
Yeah, so Craig's watching. Ben's not in today, so we're safe to blame Ben. So Ben, it's your fault. I'll forget the fact that we're working together on Sunday and ask you nice to him then. But he's not here today, so Ben, we're blaming you. Ben's hidden the pens. Must be doing a little bit of colouring on his day off.
Well, isn't it lovely to have our Craig?
Oh.
It is. Do you know, I got to see him yesterday, Lily.
Oh,
it was the biggest surprise.
It was lovely.
Oh, honestly,
him,
just so delightful to see him. And he is looking so incredibly well. He really is.
He's so excited to be back.
I know he is.
He can't wait to be back on the shows. He's going to be back really, really soon. It's next month, early next month, 5th of September. Craig is officially back. He's back in the building for a few hours yesterday, just getting a few bits done. It was lovely to see him. Causing a bit of mischief, of course.
Absolutely.
Blaming people.
Doesn't he always? Now, literally, when you see, in fact, do you know what? I'm just going to take this off for a second, just so I can show you. But you could literally, you could have that hanging if you wanted to.
Oh.
You don't necessarily have to have it stuck down. I wanted to keep it stuck down to create a little bit of a scene there. So when can you see what I mean by that, having it stuck down? But you could have it floating. Lift it with foam pads if you wanted to as well. You could even lift that arch there to give it a little bit more depth, and it would actually look like it was a scene going through, because you could actually hide one of the little helves behind there, and you know, have a little helve behind. Just so you could really have a little play with this. All you would do is then start to build up where you're going to put all your pieces. I've actually coloured this strip that I'm going to show you in a second. In fact, let me just bring this in for a minute, Lily, because I've realised that I wanted to put on my piece that I'd already done, so I'm just going to show you what I mean by building up that scene. Let's just bring in my little archway where I've created all of the pieces that popped on. So that was my little archway, swag's on. I've popped the pieces down in the terms of the presents, used one of my little elves on there. I've put my Father Christmas, and I've put his little pole sat behind the back. And if I just turn that over, I've actually just layered them underneath to keep it quite nice and neat. So I'm going to just pop that onto this piece like so, and that creates that lovely scene. However, I am going to add in, by the use of the little panel die that we talked about, it cuts out the die, it's got the fold lines in, so you just fold that in on itself, and it's got a little tab. You don't have to use this if you don't want to, but if you want to create a real 3D scene, you absolutely would do that. And pop your panel down. I've actually stuck on mine, I've put my little elf, and I've put one of the presents onto there, and I've just used a bit of the this is grasshopper, just giving it a little touch over there. And what I'm going to do is add it. I'll stick these pieces down first, so let me just get me glue again and pop my glue down. Just pop that on, and then this is a good thing about the wet glue. No ways that's going to move. So I'm going to pop that onto there, take that down, and I'm just going to make sure I've got it all into line, which is why I would recommend using all-purpose glue. Let's just bring that in. because you can move it to get it slid into place, if that does that make sense, Lily?
Yeah, it does. Just gives you a little bit of wiggle room.
What I'm going to do is the little panel is going to sit inside like so, like a bit like a pop-out box. I think that's the best way to describe it, where it's going to sit. Now, I don't know if the camera angle can pick that up. It's going to sit on the inside. Let me just move that out of the way for a second. So I'm just going to pop a little bit of tape on.
And would you recommend a tape runner, or would you use red liner tape?
Again, red liner tape's a good one for a construction card. So I'm just going to have to do this. Sorry, Charlotte, I know it's not the best angle for a camera angle, but it's just for me to get it into place, because I don't want to make a mistake with this, because if you don't get that folding right, then you can end up with a fold that doesn't actually fit. So just bear with me a minute while I just do it by eye, because I have to pick everything up and do it by my naked eye, if that makes sense.
If you are struggling at home a little bit to get that lined up, then do just add a little bit of your tacky glue on the back of your tape. It just gives you that little bit of wiggle room. So if you don't
the same with your wet glue, because do you use tacky glue to do that?
So what I would use personally is I'd use red liner tape, then I'd peel the backing off, and then I'd add a little bit of tacky glue on the back just for that bit of wiggle room. And then as well, it's also like almost like a double bond then, because you get the glue and the tape, so you know it's going to be really, really strong.
Yeah, absolutely. But now this is how you would create your little scene, and then you fold it back over, and you've got your double Z fold card. And then all I'm going to do is literally again add sentiments. It's the most wonderful time of the year. I'm going to pop that just going through there. So I might use a foam pad for this one. Let's pop a foam pad on.
Isn't it nice to add a little bit of dimension? They just make them really, really pop off the page.
Exactly.
They look fabulous, don't they?
Exactly. And I think I might do that with, I might just have it going across the, let's pop it there. Yeah. Just so you can see. And again, you can add more to it if you wanted. The thing with these is what I'm trying to get across the message there is that you can make these as decorated as you want. You could have more than just one of these panels in. You could have maybe another one. There's probably space for another one in there where you could higher it up, and they could come up that little bit higher. So if you had another one, just pop it in and higher it up a little bit, so you've got a bit more dimension and a little bit more of the 3D going off. Now I'm going to move all my bits out of the way, but honestly, these are just the cutest stamps. Very easy to put together. The hard work, I'm not saying the hard work is all the colouring, the cutting, get all that little bit done. And when I say hard work, it's not really. It doesn't take a great deal of time to do these, but you get this beautiful, beautiful image, this gorgeous scene, which is just absolutely incredible. I adore these. I know me and Lily both got excited, and I didn't realise Lily had been involved in making some of the cards for the allocation that we do, you know, for our design team members. And Lily had said she'd helped the team out, and she absolutely had a ball. And it really is true. When I was making these, I absolutely thoroughly enjoyed every single minute, from the colouring, cutting, stamping and putting it together to create the most beautiful scenes. And I know that once you've got these home, absolutely you're gonna fall in love, and I reckon that you'll make a lot more of these than you actually think you will. These are absolutely incredible die stamps and a fabulous set.
Absolutely, and I can't wait for you guys at home to actually get yours home and start playing with these and just see all the different creative ideas that you come up with, because it is such a fabulous collection. So I'm just going to take you through exactly what you are getting within this collection that we're bringing you today, the brand new launch. So first of all, we've got that set that Debbie's just used. This is our Santa's Grotto, so you're getting all of the stamps and you're getting all of the dies. Use them together, use them with your favourite colour and mediums to really start to build up those scenes. And of course, we do have that little mechanism die that Debbie just showed us how we use that to build up that scene even more. And of course, we do get, this is perhaps one of my favourite dies. It's so useful, that wood grain sort of effect, that you get that debossed detail to add that extra finishing touch to all your makes. So that's your first set of stamp and dies within this particular range. And then we bring you to the next one, which is our Christmas cottage. And for me, this is almost very much a cottage out in the woods. It's very cosy cottage, very warm, traditional Christmas. I'm thinking gingerbread with this. Colour it up in your gingerbread tones, bring in your reds and whites, sort of a candy cane sort of feel to this one. But as well, again, we do have our stamps with our matching dies, and stamps that are both outlines and also silhouette stamps. Great for use with your quick dry inks. Maybe you even want to heat emboss some of these. That would look amazing with that falling snow design we've got at the top. We've also got those accessory dies like the archway that are going to really complete your mate. It's going to help you build up those scenes, get that sense of perspective for really show-stopping makes with all your creations with these. But that is your next set that you're getting included within the collection. That is your Christmas cottage. And then we come to your final set within this particular range, which is our Christmas Eve. And this is the one we were talking about earlier, how it would be perfect to use outside of Christmas. Of course, you do have your Santa flying over the rooftops there, but if you take away that element, just using the houses, the trees, the clouds, and the moon and the sun, of course that could be an everyday design. Cut it in your brightly coloured card like Debbie was showing us at the top of the show, and you can completely change the look. So of course we are calling these 3D Christmas theme builder stamp and dies, but think about the versatility, the all year round crafting that you're going to get with this. An absolutely fabulous collection coming in today at $51.80 platinum, or if you're over in the US it's $78.95. An amazing collection, so make sure you pick up yours today. But of course that's not the only thing that we'll have on our 2 o'clock show. I nearly forgot the time then, I don't know how. But of course we do have lots more goodies for you, lots of Christmas themed goodies as well. Perhaps you like me and you absolutely adore your Christmas cardstock, your luxury cardstock, then I think you're going to really want to go for this bundle. It's going to work perfectly with the launch that we've got on the show, but with anything you've got in your crafty stash. This is our luxury card Christmas collection with 120 sheets. So in each pack we've got different colourways, but each pack you have got your 3 different finishes of card, 10 sheets of each. So you've got your glitter, you've got what I call your proper mirror card, so your shiny mirror, and then you've got your matte mirror as well. And you've got that sort of format in your silver, also in your gold. Look how gorgeous and opulent that is with the 3 different finishes in there. Then we also have our green. You've got to have that lovely green for all your Christmas makes. And then finally we do also have our red, so a really brilliant collection for all your Christmas tones. But of course you can be using this cardstock day in, day out. It's not just for Christmas. Anytime you want to bring a touch of luxury to any of your makes, then this is going to be a great collection to go for. And that's coming in at platinum for just £22.40, or over in the US it's $32 for those 120 sheets. So a bumper pack of cardstock, perfect for all your Christmas makes. Now I'm going to give you a quick break just to give you a little bit of time to check out all of your baskets and get all those crafty goodies. We've got a brand new VT to show you. It's all about crafty fails. I think this is going to be a fabulous one. So sit back, check out those baskets and get ready for even more crafty inspiration right after this.
Many of our viewers bring up time and time again, and that's our wax seal gate. Thinking, Joe, it might not work as well because I've put too much. Joe's laughing. Oh, I've forgotten to put me thing in place. Oh, Joe.
Words, but I think that doesn't engage with that and can come out all wrong. Water.
That wasn't the one you just washed your brush in, was it?
Sorry. Yes, it doesn't matter.
No, it wasn't, was it? It was. Are you kidding?
I'm going to have to say, it's a slip of the tongue. I'm going to say it's maybe to do with my Scottish accent. I'm maybe going to say it's because of Mr. Ben Mosby. He is, well, yeah, he doesn't help matters.
Well,
yeah, eat shortbread and eat the queen.
I've made pots that have exploded when I fired them. I've done zips in inside out. It happens to everybody.
We've all spilt our glitter all over our project or knocked the water over.
You're right.
I've just noticed I've got my dress on inside out. So I was messing about doing some backgrounds with the sparkling, took the lid off it and managed to catch the pot somehow, and the whole thing came towards me, down my front, across my lap, onto the floor.
I went to reach for the water and, you know, do the tapping with and so there was less tapping and more sort of a tsunami. I've got some...
Oh, it's not on your project, is it?
Yeah.
Oh no!
Welcome to Crafters TV. With more than 35 hours of live shows each week, it's your home for all things craft. We shine the spotlight on new and innovative crafting products with live tutorials and demonstrations. Join our family of craft experts where fun happens every day.
Come on, that was really funny, Ben. You did.
It was better than your I'm a gnome and I live in a caravan.
I am a gnome and I live in a caravan.
Can we clip that? We'll do it. Everybody's gone surfing, surfing USA.
Get creative and craft along. With our amazing deals, your next craft project is just a click away. Tune in live 7 days a week, or you can watch us on Catch Up at crafterscompanion.com, Facebook, or our YouTube channels. You can chat to us, craft along, and meet new friends by joining our online crafting community.
You entertain us. You give us a community to talk, in the chat. That wouldn't happen without you guys. It's like Crafters Companion is magical. There's magic here.
There's a show for every type of crafter, from first-time dabblers to full-time makers. Crafters TV. Create every day.
Hello and welcome back to Crafters TV. Did you have a little giggle at that? We were all having a right giggle in the studios. So a few funny bloopers there. It's always fun here at Crafters TV, always lots of fun and lots of fabulous deals, and of course today is absolutely no different. Not only have we got an amazing cartload tonight, but it's actually a 3-hour Leanne cartload special, and of course unfortunately we don't get Leanne down here as much as we'd like, but when she does pop down here for the shows, we have to make them extra special, and tonight is no exception. Some of the deals, me and Debbie have just been looking at some of these and going, are we sure this is right? And it's like, wow, the deals are absolutely incredible. And I want to share just a few with you right now. And first of all, we're going to take a look at Leanne's Everyday Papercraft Surprise. It's coming in at platinum, just £28 or $36. And you're getting over £95 worth of products for free, or $110 worth of product for free, for free within this bundle. And my goodness me, have we got some treats in here for you. We've got tons in here. First of all, I want to take, gosh, this is heavy. There's absolutely tons in here. We've actually got a craft kit. So if you think about it, craft kits are $24.99. If you're in platinum, this is £28. So technically, you're buying this and you're getting everything else for £4.99. Okay? When you see the rest of the stuff, it's not £4.99, it's a lot more than that, so it's absolutely incredible. But you're getting this pop-out scene craft kit. You guys know and love our craft kits. Absolutely everything within here to be able to make those cards. And we say a minimum of 24, but you're getting dies and stamps in here as well, so it's a lot more than that. The number we put on it just sort of refers to the number of card blanks and envelopes that you get within the kit. But of course, it's got tools in there, so it's going to be taking your crafting year in, year out. So to be able to get that, if you're a beginner, wow, absolutely incredible, and a great gift as well if you're thinking about Christmas. I mean, we were talking earlier about the fact that it's only 4 months, Christmas is coming, so if you're thinking of gifts, that's going to be absolutely brilliant. Now, one of my favourite collections that we brought you, I want to say last year or beginning of this year, I lose track of time, but this is our Knitwick Kindly Thoughts. This is our 8x8 inch vellum pad, and you're getting this included within here, worth $12.99. So quite frankly, between those two, you've already paid more than paid for the cost of platinum price of this Papercraft Surprise. So you're already starting to see the incredible value in this little goodie bag, this Papercraft Surprise.
Is there more?
Oh my gosh, there's tons more, Debbie.
You kept these bags quiet from me.
I know.
You kept these bags quiet from me, Lily. That's amazing.
We're not going to show you everything. We're going to tease you a little bit. There's absolutely tons in there. I'm just going to give you a quick little flash.
Oh,
not too much. Not too much. I'll show you a couple more. There's 11 different goodies in here.
Wow.
But look at cut and emboss folder. We don't see these very often. This is one of our cut and emboss folders.
It's the shaped ones.
Gorgeous, isn't it?
I
These
absolutely
are
adore
fabulous.
these.
Think of all the different elements you could be adding in the centre. Think of all your sentiments, and perhaps you've got stamps or even your own photos you could be adding into the centre of that. So fabulous to get that included. But something that we've gone absolutely crazy over this morning. None of us had actually got one of these. And I'll be honest, you guys at home will know, sometimes I'm a little bit too honest with you. Sometimes I give you a little sneak peek of things that maybe I shouldn't, and I will let you into a little secret. None of us had one of these. and we'd seen it was in the bundle, we actually had to get Jake to drive down to the warehouse to physically get this sample here. Debbie's got one. Debbie had to have one. She demanded one. She said, if Lily's having one over there, I'm having one over here. And you're getting this included. None of the crew here have one of these, and we're all super jealous. We're going to have to be buying this ourselves just to get the tumbler, but you are getting this included within your Papercraft surprise. I'm showing you a few little goodies. There is quite a lot more. You are getting 11 different elements within there. I'm spying one of my most favouriteest products ever, chunky glitter, within there. But yeah, absolutely tons. There's more stamps, there's more dies, there's absolutely loads in there. But to get this, it's exciting, isn't it?
So is that going to be in the Leanne's Everyday Surprise Papercraft?
Absolutely.
So that will definitely be in there.
Definitely.
You see, now I'm thinking Christmas presents, because I've got a lot of crafty friends as well, and I'm thinking Christmas presents. I think for myself to get that, and then I could keep me on Tumblr, because apparently producer Johnny, spoil sport that he is, says I've got to leave this behind for Leanne later tonight. I'm a little bit upset by that, producer Johnny, can I just tell you? I finish at 4.
I know, I'm a little bit jealous. I have to leave mine behind for Joe. There's only 2 in this whole building.
I know, we've said we've not seen these before. No. And they've got Crafters TV on it, which I absolutely think, hot drinks, cold drinks, what a great idea to have your tumbler in. Lovely.
Well, fabulous, the fact that you're getting 11 different elements in there. That could be 11 different crafty gifts.
Wow.
You will get duplicates if you order more than one, but you're guaranteed to get everything that we're showing you within there. So it is going to be fabulous for your gifts if you want. Like Debbie says, I'm thinking I might order one, keep the tumbler for myself, and then I've got 10 crafty gifts, which would be fabulous. But of course, that's our everyday version. But of course, we're going to have to bring you a Christmas version. And I'm going to start with what I think is possibly the most exciting thing. I can't believe that we've got this in the Papercraft surprise. It's worth £15. It launched last month, literally. Vintage Snowman, you guys went crazy over it. This cardstock, luxury cardstock, you're getting glitter, you're getting pearl in there. It's included in your Christmas Papercraft surprise. Absolutely incredible to have that in there. The whole Papercraft surprise, it's similar to the everyday, platinum price of $28 or $36. Amazing to get that.
Do they get a tumbler in that one then as well?
No tumbler in this one. So no tumbler. So everything is completely different. So if you order the everyday and the Christmas, you won't get duplicates. They're both different. So what I'd probably be doing is I'd be getting one of each. Just saying, just a little idea. I'm going to show you, I'll show you a couple of other little bits. Embellishments from our reindeer collection. This went mad last year. We don't have a lot of this left. So to get your luxury embellishments, which is all your ribbons, all your goodies, your gems in there, amazing to have that to finish off all your festive makes. And I'll show you one more. This is an absolute whopper of a die. To get this in here is absolutely amazing. This is one of our message reveal creator card dies. This is our cracker. How fabulous is this? You can create all your shape cards. That is included. So much more in there for just £28 or $36. You're getting absolutely tons of free product in there. Amazing. So whether you're going for your everyday, whether you're going for your Christmas, whether you're doing what I'm probably going to be doing as soon as this show finishes and going for both, brilliant deals, and those will be featured in more detail in tonight's cart load. We're just sort of tickling your crafty fancy a little bit, but of course you can pick them up right here, right now. You don't have to wait for tonight's show. But of course we don't just have these mystery bags. We've got some amazing, what we're calling hot picks. We've not seen hot picks for a little while, and these are Leanne's specific hot picks that she's chosen to go on the cart load show tonight. And they've all got a different theme, and Debbie's going to take you through a few of her favourites.
Well, this is one of my favourites because I absolutely adore edibles. I've often said this. I love papercraft, but die cutting is my all-time favourite craft. It really is. And I love the dies that we do here at Crafters Companion. We do some amazing dies, edibles being one of them. And Leanne has definitely had a hand in picking all these. She's personally handpicked every single item that you've got in your goodie bags, in your Christmas goodie bag, in your everyday goodie bag, in the edible collection. First of all, before I even show you what you're getting, when I say hot pick, you can see the hot pick there. Take a look at the price that's got the red line through it, or the pink line through it from where I am. That was the value of this. Take a look at that next price, £15 or $25. And that's before you've got your club membership off there. So if you are a platinum member, or brand new to Club Inspire today, where we give you a little taster of what it's like to be a platinum member with 20% off, £12 or $20 for for what I'm about to show you. And I'm not kidding, when I say this is a hot pick, this is absolutely, I'd be surprised if this one is around for Leanne later on tonight. Just saying, because it is absolutely amazing. It is all about the edgeables. And we've got one of the biggest sentiment edgeables that we've done, which is the Special Friend, which has got lots of die cut elements in terms of it can go onto the top of a card, it can go into the middle of a card, it can go down the side if you want. So there's lots of things you can do with it. It's a really big, and when I say a substantial die, I'm just hoping now it's a clean one. It's a big die. That is a big edgeable with beautiful embossed detail on there, as well as the die cut part of it. But absolutely amazing. Do you know, for £15, I mean,
I'd pay that for that. I'm not being funny.
And,
if you look at
when
the
I
amount
say
of
that
metal,
this is a proper collection of edgeables, wait till you see the rest. We've
not got
this
many
one.
of these.
We've
You're gonna have to
got
be quick with
one
this
of
one.
the curved. I always call these the Debbie Fishables.
Yes, we all do, don't we? It's
We do,
funny.
yeah, because she had a hand in the design. So you've got this beautiful die that will create on the edge technology again, but not just on the edge, because it's literally got this curved sentiment to it, this curved border, which means again you can place it horizontal, vertical, side, you know, up and down both sides of your card if you want to, across the bottom. Honestly, there's tons of ways that you can use these. And you're getting that as well. So Lily, we've got one edgeable, two edgeables.
Yeah.
We're talking £15, $25 at the top end price, because don't forget you've got your club membership off there.
Absolutely.
But I'm not done.
Are we still going?
Because we've got a
double-sided.
double-sided Lily border. Double-sided, when I say double-sided, painted to by Crafter's Companion. Still nowhere anywhere else in the world can do a double-sided die, because we've got the paint to it. We've put one of those in for you. And this is a double-sided edgeable die, which creates two pieces in any one go. I'll show you some samples in a moment, but I just want to show you, when I talk about a hot pick, Leanne, my goodness me, you can tell it's a Leanne cartload. So we've got 3 edgeables, bearing in mind one of them is from our painted to technology, but we're not done.
Oh, goodness,
Now,
we're still going?
Honestly,
Wow.
Lily, this is, I mean, I am super shocked this is in here. Because
that
this
is not
isn't
an
just
old
one
die.
die. This is not one die. This is 8 dies
Good grief.
to create different borders. Now, I've opened. Do you think I'll be able to open it?
Yeah.
How much did you say, Producer Johnny?
$16.99.
$16.99.
So you pay what?
You're paying less.
My mind's just trying to compute this, and I'm struggling a little bit. If you're not even in platinum, you're paying £15. That's one die.
But just, I want you to come and have a little look. I've saved the best till last. I've done this deliberately because I wanted to show you just how many decorative edges you're going to get to your cards, to your gift tags, to your boxes, to your scrapbooks. 8 designs to create the most amazing edgeable cards. Just giving you a little indication there, but honestly, look at all the different ways that you can use this. This alone is worth more than the price that's on the screen. But you're not just getting this one, you're getting the double-sided one, you're getting the large edgeable, and you're also getting the curved edge edgeable for £15, $25. What are we doing, Lily? I mean,
don't know.
I'm not kidding.
Crazy.
That'd be right up my trouser, because I
It would.
love this one. I
Absolutely.
reckon this is not going to be around for Leanne later.
I don't think so. You guys have already found these products. You're already shopping. You're savvy shoppers. We know what we're doing, don't we? When we've got a good deal, that we need to shop quick. So do check out the best way to find all those deals. Head over to the website right now, get on that cart load, shop the show page, and get picking up those deals, because like we say, that is not going to hang around for very long. You saw the value of that. Absolutely incredible. But of course, we do have lots more top picks, and we could not have a Leanne cart load without some Spectrum Noir goodies. So we've got an amazing Spectrum Noir hot pick here. And for me, this is perfect if you are perhaps new to the world of Spectrum Noir, and it's almost like a nice little try me bundle. So you can try lots of different elements from our fabulous Spectrum Noir range. You're saving over 45% on this one, which is absolutely incredible. Again, just £15, or platinum is £12 or $20. And we start off with a pack of our acrylic paint pens. These are absolutely brilliant. These are meant to be about £8 on their own, so incredible value straight off the back. They're acrylic, so they can go on lots of different surfaces, not just for card, but think your ceramics, your acetates, your glass, a bit of home decor you could be bringing this into. Absolutely brilliant, amazing coverage with these, highly pigmented. You've got that lovely quality nib on there for that really brilliant coverage on there. But to get these included is amazing. That's just the first of 5 elements. Then we come into an ink pad, and not just any ink pad. Oh no, this is one of our Midas metallic ink pads. They're one of our, I'd say they're one of our very famous ink pads that we bring to you. I've found in the past I really struggled to find a metallic ink pad with real coverage that I could stamp onto black and would show up really well. These are complete game changers when it comes to metallic ink pads. You get that beautiful coverage on both white and your dark cardstocks, and this is our blush colour, so such a lovely colour, a little bit rose gold in its sort of tones, but to get that included within the bundle is great if you've never tried our Midas metallic ink pads before. You can stamp with them, you can use them with your embossing powders to heat emboss, you can blend with them, create your backgrounds, amazing effects you can get with that. And then we're going to bring you, perhaps you've never tried any of our tri-blends before, we're going to give you a tri-blend to try, and this is our blue turquoise blend. So of course, like Debbie was showing us earlier, we've got those 3 pens within one. These are our, what we call our regular tri-blends, so you get that bullet nib on there, super fine to get into all your detail. But even if you've never tried tri-blends before, then this is going to be brilliant just to give them a go and see what all the fuss is about. I'll tell you now, once you've got one of those though, that'll be it. You'll be wanting the whole lot because you'll see how fabulous they are. Another real sort of hero product within our Spectrum Noir range, one of those that I have to have several bottles of just in case. There's one in my craft tote, there's one in my cupboard, there's one in another cupboard because I use this time and time again. This is our glossy highlights. It's that 3D, clear 3D medium that you can add to any of your images, maybe your stamped images, any other sort of decoupage you might have got, your pattern papers, just to give it that raised glossy finish, almost like enamel. It's an absolutely brilliant product. If you've never tried it before, you're getting this within the bundle, so it's a great place to give it a go. And then finally, a launch which I was actually lucky enough to be able to launch this particular collection just a few months ago. This is one of our card front colouring pads, and this is the Spiritually Wild, and you're getting this included. And I thought it might be sealed for a second then, but luckily it's not, so we can flick through here. You get these absolutely fabulous designs. There's something quite spiritual, there's something really bold and quite dramatic about the imagery we've got within here. This has been designed to be used with your alcohol-based mediums, so perfect for use with your tri-blends, with your illustrators, your classiques. You can be using those with your with this particular pad. Great artwork in here for masculine mates as well. And not only are you getting those colouring pages, you also, if we come to the back of the pad, you get 3 sheets of your foiled sentiments, foiled and die cut in gold, rose gold and silver as well. Perfect for finishing off your makes. So you're getting that included. 39 sheets within this pad. You're getting the pad, you're getting your Midas metallic ink pad as well, you're getting your tri-blends. I've run out of hands. We've got our glossy highlights, and finally we've got our acrylic paint markers, all for £15. Wow, that is definitely a hot pick. I don't know about hot pick, it's on fire, the deals that we've got on these hot picks. They're absolutely incredible. Get it while you can. Like I say, we don't know what the stock's going to be like come 6 o'clock, so get in there early. But Debbie, I think you've got another one to show us. What have we got next?
Well, I'm just going to say, keep still my beating heart, because I love, I've said this before, I'll say it again, die cutting, and the things that we do really well, edgeables being one, and my top 2 favourite kind of dies, so to speak, at Crafters Companion are edgeables and creator cards. I've said it many a time, they're my go-to dies that I absolutely love to use because they give you so many options. Now I'm away to show you the most amazing hot pick again. You can see the hot pick. Wait till you see what I'm about to show you. And this is the one that blew me away, because I said to Lily at the beginning of the show, I said, I haven't even got one of these that's in this kit. £15 first of all before I show you. $25, or if you're platinum, brand new today to Club Inspire, £12 or $20. I'm going to go in straight for the one that is the most value, that you would normally pay $19.99 or $21.99 for this. And this is the one I haven't even got myself. I'm telling you right now, tonight I am doing a purchase because I want this. And I pay £15. The rest what I've got I could use for either giveaways, things like that, or for my crafty friends. I'm going to take it out of the bag because, or the box, sorry, the packaging. 8 pieces to create the most amazing scenes. And when I say the most amazing scenes, this is brand, this I Do you know what I'm trying to get my head around, Producer Johnny? This is a brand new launch that only launched, I'm talking this year, and I'm talking probably about 2-3 months ago.
I would say about March.
Yeah, honestly,
really hot off the press.
Amazing, because look at the scene you can create with the creator card. I mean, this is phenomenal. I absolutely love this. I can't tell you how much I love it. £15, $25, gladly pay, because it's got like $4.99 off that already. But
wow,
it's a Leanne's hot pick, and so we're going to give you more creator cards that you can create with. So let me show you the next one that I'm going to give you. Oh, I say I'm going to give you. I love Leanne's going to give you for hot picks. It's the floral dragonflies. $7.99 that's worth, Lily. So straight away, you know the value of this creator card bag is insane. I've got a feeling as well that this might not be around for Leanne tonight. Absolutely amazing, where you can create the most beautiful, beautiful cards, where you either cut in or cut out or leave to get. Honestly, there's so many things that you can do with these from the creator card range. Absolutely stunning. I remember when I launched these way back when. I say way back when, not that long ago. I created so many different things with them. They are just phenomenal. Still not done, because we're going to give you this beautiful one, which is the Feline Friend Creator Card, worth $9.99 to create the most gorgeous scenes again. Absolutely phenomenal, and I'll show you the gorgeous finished sample, and only one of the many ways that you can use this to create the most beautiful cards. And then another one that I'm not only, my flabber is gasted. Is that the right word, Lily? Flabber is gasted.
Your flabber
because
is gasted.
These
no way
haven't been out that very long either.
Well, we only did a craft along on that a few weeks ago.
Exactly.
Good
this
grief.
is from our, it's called the Dainty Dahlia. There's nothing dainty about this one. It's absolutely amazing. And I'm not kidding. This is just absolutely fantastic, because that itself is worth $16.99 or $17.99. And again, if you love paper piecing, if you love your inky backgrounds, there's lots of things that you can do with this. This is a big, big die. This is a huge, I'm going to even say it's even bigger. It's even better value than the edgeable ones. And I thought that was an amazing deal.
Yeah.
This is phenomenal. £15 for these 4 dies to create from the creator card range. It is an absolutely superb Leanne's hot pick. Where's that come from?
Who knows?
I can tell my belly's rumbling. I'm telling you, I'm hankering after my dinner.
Oh dear.
Hot pick. Which is just incredible value for money. For £15 or $25, you've got 4 Christmas presents there for your crafty friends. You've got 4 beautiful dies for yourself. Maybe you didn't get hold of the original designs. Maybe that one is the right time for you tonight. And again, like I said, and I'm saying tonight, you can get hold of them right now. You head over to that website, you can get hold of these right now. Might make it a bit awkward for Leanne later. She's got 3 hours to fill, let's just say. But what an incredible deal, an absolutely incredible deal for you to get hold of an amazing selection of Leanne's top favourites. It's Leanne that's put this show together. It's Leanne that's, you know, chosen which things she wanted to bring for you. It's very rare we get her in the building. So when we do get her in, you know, we want to give you something special. She has gone above and beyond to create the most special show tonight with the most special deals at the most special prices. You're going to absolutely love this collection for that price on the screen.
Absolutely amazing, isn't it? It doesn't stop there. We've got lots of hot picks, lots of different themes. We've got like our creator card, but we've got another one that I really want to share with you. We've got 7 elements to this. This is absolutely amazing. First of all, I have to show you this first. Dancing Dragonfly. To get this in a hot picks, this is one of our latest Sarah signature collections. This 3D embossing folder, how absolutely stunning. All the levels of detail within here. This is our lily pond, and it's great for setting all your scenes. Perhaps you've got other elements from the Dancing Dragonfly collection that you want to embellish this with. Maybe you've got some of your gilding waxes that you want to bring out. Even emboss this onto black card. That touch of metallic on there would look absolutely beautiful. But that is included, and that's just the first element of this embossing hot pick. And again, it's the same price point. Platinum £12 or $20. If you're not in platinum, it's £15 or $25. But amazing value even if you're not in platinum. And again, quite a new launch with this one. our garden gnomes. We've got that embossing folder, but it also comes with stencils on this particular design. So it allows you not only to emboss that image onto your cardstock, but also build up your colour using your inks. Perhaps you've got some of our water reactive inks or our Harmony opaque pigment. Perhaps you want to be using those with your embossing powders as well to really build up that design. But to get that included when you've got both embossing folder and stencils in there is incredible, and that's just 2 of the 7 elements. Then we get onto another embossing folder, and this is such a useful design to have in your crafty stash. This is our foliage wreath from the Farmhouse collection. Brilliant for use with lots of other elements in your stash. Maybe you've got flower dies, perhaps you're into your flower forming foam. Think of this as sort of setting the scene to add your flowers onto. You can embellish it however you wish. Maybe you want to die cut apertures into the centre. That would be absolutely brilliant to do with this particular design, but just sort of a crafty essential tab when it comes to your embossing folders. So that is included. And then again, my flabbergasted with this one to get this included. This is one of our latest embossing folder launches. It's the 3D botanical frames, and this is the classic lace. And I have to say, this is perhaps one of my most favourite designs from that whole collection. I love the fact that you've got that gorgeous 3D embossed detail around the edge, but then we've got that frame design in the middle. So it's great for adding whatever you want to into the centre of that design, whether it's a sentiment like we've used here, that of course could be die cut or stamped, or maybe you've got other stamped images that you've coloured yourself. Maybe you even want to add a photo behind there. Lots of options with this one, and of course it does work both portrait and landscape, which makes it even more versatile. So a stunning design in there. But of course we're still going, like I say, we've got 7 elements in here, 6 embossing folder sets and embossing powders that we'll come to in a minute. But this is some of our duo embossing folders. So what we get within this particular set is we get that large square embossing folder, and then we get that strip design. Of course you can use them separately, but when you add them together you get that full design for that full piece of the top and the border onto there. Gives you an amazing result. Using it with your inks, using it with any of your other mediums as well, maybe even some of your texture pastes will look incredible, but that is included. One final embossing folder is one of our Gemini mini folders, and this is our Butterfly Dreams. Fabulous design on this one with the 3 butterflies, but think of snipping into this. Maybe you want to emboss it multiple times, snip into one and layer it up almost like decoupage will give you a fabulous dimensional effect on this. But a great little folder just to have in your crafty stash, because quite frankly, when do we not need any more butterflies in our stash? We use them time and time again, so great to get that included. And I can take a breath almost, but we've got one more thing included. We have our Reindeer Collection embossing powders. How amazing to get these included. We've got a set of 4 in here, gorgeous tones that would be perfect for Christmas with your reds, your greens, your browns and your blue, but obviously you can be using these at any time of year. Amazing to have your embossing powders included as well in this bundle. An incredible price at just £12 in the UK Platinum, or $20 for everything that I've just shown you. All of your embossing folders, some of which are super new, sort of hot off the press here at Crafters Companion, and also to get these 4 embossing powders as well. Amazing. Now I've shown you a lot there. There's a lot of exciting stuff going on. You know you can find it all on the website on that Shop the Day category. If you shop the show for Cartload, you'll see all these deals, but we're going to give you just a moment to check out those baskets, and we'll be back in just a moment after this. So see you in a minute.
What makes Crafters TV so special is you guys.
It's really special because the experts are really experts. They're really skilled at what they do, and they want to make sure that the audience also improves on their skills.
Crafters TV is so special because you've got together a really sort of key group of people and people that are very passionate about the product.
Crafters TV is so special because it's a unique community that we have with each other, where we can learn and grow and communicate with each other.
Community, the family spirit, the education, everything to do with craft. We are all like-minded people who share a passion.
I love all the inspiration the demonstrators bring and all the knowledge for us out here.
What makes Crafters TV so special? 100% it's the interaction. No other crafting TV channel or show has the same interaction.
I love the community, I love chatting live, I think that's the best part. and it's gone beyond crafting because we've become friends.
It feels to me to be a really, really close relationship with our customers and viewers.
You guys make us feel like we're part of your family. I've never been on the show before, but one of my friends who I did meet from CCTV encouraged me, and I was on the craft along.
Massive team of people, and I think they've all got their role to play, and it just brings everything together. It allows us to do our job and just love it.
The people, obviously. The people not just here at Crafters Companion, but the viewers that watch us. I mean, everybody. We have this real magical essence about it.
Bye for now. Bye.
Welcome to Club Inspire, the Crafters Companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty club today and receive 20% off your first order. We'll also give you 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits of joining Club Inspire include exclusive special offers and discounts for Club Inspire members only, exclusive sneak peek previews of brand new product launches, and of course the Club Inspire community group on Facebook, where you can access exclusive content such as downloads, offers and inspiration, and of course you can chat and share your makes with other members. You'll receive 1 point for every £1, dollar or euro you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. So what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
Hello and welcome back to Crafters TV. What a brilliant day we're having so far, and it's only half past 12 in the morning. We've got a fabulous day lined up, super exciting, but we're going to take a look now at our launch, which is officially launching at 2 o'clock this afternoon, but of course you can get yours already if you check out the website. And this is our 3D Christmas scene builders. I'd like to take you through the designs that we get within this particular range. You're getting 3 sets of stamps and dies. It's coming in at 113 elements across the full collection at just platinum price of £51.80 or $63.16. And this is the first of our 3 sets within this range, and this is our Christmas Eve collection. You're getting your stamps and your dies which match with each other, so you can be stamping your images and then using the corresponding dies to cut those images out to really build up your designs nice and quickly. No fussy cutting needed with these if you don't want to. You can get that instant result and perfect results every single time as well. And this is the one that we were saying earlier would be perfect for both Christmas and every day. Just removing that Santa's sleigh design from your particular card that you're making, and of course it could just be an all year round design. So lots of versatility with this, and some really usable stamps in here as well that you could be using in lots of your other makes away from these 3D scene builder cards. I mean, that's going to be super useful for all your backgrounds, that falling snow. I'm thinking emboss that with your white embossing powder onto black card. It would look absolutely stunning. Or perhaps bring out some of your glittery embossing powders for a really magical Christmas look. So that's your first set of stamps and dies within this collection. And then we come into this one, which I think is really sweet and quite whimsical and nostalgic if you want it to be. And this is our Christmas cottage. And of course we do have the design of that Christmas cottage in there in both your stamp and your matching die form, so you'll get those perfect cutout results every single time. You do have all of your silhouette stamps as well, so great for use with your quick dry inks to build up those layers really quickly and get that finished result without having to do any colouring onto there. And then as well as all the stamps with the matching dies, you get additional dies as well, which are great for building up those scenes. So you've got your archway, and of course be thinking you can be mixing and matching those sets. That archway could be used with the previous set that we've just looked at, or the next set that we'll take a look at in a moment. And your foliage is just going to be useful for all of your festive makes, but not just your festive makes as well. I'm thinking those branches could be used all year round under any of perhaps your foam flowers. Those will be looking absolutely absolutely fabulous. And those bows I know are going to come in super useful all year round as well. So that's your second set of stamps and dies that you get included within this bundle, and you are saving over 20% on this particular bundle, so a brilliant price for a brand new launch. First time ever it's been seen here at Crafters TV, officially launching at 2 o'clock, but you can grab it right now. And as we look at our final set, which I think is perhaps my favourite, this is our Santa's Grotto, but of course you don't have to pick if you're getting all three. You're getting all three sets of designs included. And I love the fact that we've got that Santa, such a lovely nostalgic image there, real classic imagery to this one. You're getting your stamps with your matching dies, that sort of tab die if you like, that mechanism die. Debbie showed you in the previous demonstration how you can use that along with your double Z fold card to really build up those scenes, to give you lots of surfaces to decorate, to create really stunning, really special show-stopping sort of Christmas cards. But think home decor as well, and think your gift tags, your gift boxes, those centerpieces for the Christmas table. And look how cheeky, how sweet that little elf is, with a little mug. Of course you could be colouring that up to sort of suit your recipient, all the little cheeky elves in your life. It'd be perfect to give to them using this fabulous stamp and die set. So within the collection you are getting 113 elements. Those elements are stamps and dies. All the designs we've just shown you, the 3 sets, are included within this fabulous new collection. Platinum price is £51.80, or over in the US is $63.16. An absolutely amazing collection. I know Debbie's first demo was amazing, and I know she's got lots more ideas that she wants to share with us. So Debbie, what are we going to do next?
Again, there's not all of these are just, I keep saying my favourites, it sounds terrible, but it's true, they are. But my ultimate favourite in this one is, I can't help it, it's Christmas Eve. I love this collection, where you've got the houses, you've got the lovely, and I'll show you the stamps first. Obviously you've got your Santa there with his reindeers. You've got a lovely sky scene here where you can create either a nighttime scene or a daytime scene. It's entirely up to you. Lots of lovely images as well that you could use in terms of your stamps, and then all your dies. That's what I'm going to concentrate on first, is my dies. So let me just take these off my, excuse me, while I try and get them off. Like a super glue them back down on this one.
I mean, look how many dies
this is the studio set.
Yes.
This is the studio set.
Yes.
Not mine. So yes, I tend to at home, when I've got mine, excuse me, I haven't moved to mix just yet.
You need your spinach, Debbie.
I need some spinach. I need my dinner. That's why I keep hearing my belly, and I'm ever so sorry if it's coming across on my microphone. I hope to goodness me that you can't hear it, Charlotte. You'll have to tell me, because thank goodness for that, because it's rumbling around and groaning and moaning, saying, feed me, feed me. But loads of gorgeous scenes on there before I've even started with the rest. But I'm going to use the houses. I'll leave my stamps for a second, because I want to die cut some of these. Now, I am going to keep this in keeping with, if you remember at the beginning with the measurements of the 11 by 5.5, you can take that bigger, so you can go bigger if you want to. And I think with this one I kept it, I think I've just chopped it a little smaller. I've gone to 5, but to create that double Z fold card again, exactly the same, and it's all in those instructions. Every single one, if you're going for one or the whole collection, they all have everything for you. So in the Christmas Eve there's one of these, in the Santa's Grotto there's one in there as well. So it's not that, you know, these instructions are there for you for every single one of the sets. So again, it's giving you an indication of how you can do it. With the launch show, I am going to do lots more different styles as well, because I think you need to see the versatility and the different kind of scenes that you can create with it. There's nothing to stop you from creating a flat card as well if you want to create a flat card.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So again, let's just pop those on. I think I'm going to use my Junior, but I'm going to pop it in there, and I'm going to pop my dies facing, which I know you're probably going to think, well, that's unusual, Debbie, you don't normally do that, but I'm running out of my low-tack tape, so I'm going to use it the original way. This time my dies are all facing down there. They're not moving anywhere, they're staying there. And I'm going to pop it on. Now this is the way that the book would show you, the instruction booklet. Cutting plate, plastic shim, magnetic shim, dies with your blade facing up, your chosen cardstock, It's multi-purpose cardstock on this one. I've just put my order in. Put my order in for the A3.
Yeah, mine arrived, I think it was Monday, Tuesday it was.
I didn't know it was here.
Oh, it came in on Friday. Debbie, an email come round on Friday morning. The second that email dropped saying it's in the warehouse, I was straight on, order me some of that, and it arrived, it was early this week, Monday or Tuesday, and I must say I'm getting through it like a dose of salts already, so I think I'll be ordering some more myself. But
well, I did a Facebook Live on Sunday at home,
Yes,
and I saw the comments going through because I learned about the A3 and they're all telling me it's already here, Debbie. I was like, what?
It's behind.
You're kidding me.
Honestly, it's fabulous, and I'm looking at these as well because I know in the booklet it says to go for the 5.5-inch card, but if you want to do a 6x6 card, you will need that A3 card. So it's just another excuse to get yourself some A3.
And you know what? That's a great point, Lily, and it's one of the reasons why I do love when I make my bigger projects. I tend to use because the only option we've had is the Centura Pearl.
Yeah.
So that's the one that I usually use when I make my bigger projects. But honestly, I must have said this to about a zillion people in the office.
I'd be the same. Yeah, I think we'd both be around saying, when's A3 coming? Come on, we need A3.
Now, what we need to do, Lily, between us both then, because the other bit of feedback that I've been getting from customers, and Leanne's in the building tonight, so guys, when you're tuning in tonight, you need to put any ideas forward to her.
Absolutely.
A3 black cardstock.
I have said, and craft, I've planted the seed.
Jan would definitely be advocating that one because it's her favourite go-to cardstock, but absolutely, Leanne's the right person. She's in the building. Let's make the most.
Oh, we'll be collaring her later as soon as she walks through. Leanne, please. But that's the brilliant thing here at Crafters Companion. We're always sort of listening to your feedback. We're wanting to hear what are you looking for, what are you sort of missing, what would you like to see us bring out, and we do always try and listen to all your feedback. So definitely do get in touch. And we've got our lovely Facebook pages and groups, and we love to hear what you're looking for, because quite often, I mean, like this one with me and Debbie, we're wanting the same crafty things. So if you guys are thinking that, then there's probably another person who is looking for that same sort of, that missing piece in their crafty stash. So do always get those suggestions in. We can't promise anything, but we will always do our best.
Well, we will, and that's the thing, we would always do our best. And Leanne's brilliant for listening to ideas and taking on board what customers have asked for. Some of our collections, you know, some of our most loved collections have been from customers' feedback on what they want to see. So yeah, absolutely. Now, I've taken one of our ink pads. The one I used on my original was Misty Morning, but I can't find it again. Needs stocking back up. So I'm having to use the closest one. It's Smoked Plume. And I'm just tickling over the edges to create a little bit of depth to me rooftops, because I am going to keep this really nice and simple in terms of I've shown you quite a complicated one with the first one. I say complicated, I mean as in lots of colouring to do and things like that. Absolutely. I want to show you as well how easy it can be by just simply using cardstock that you may have in your crafty stash. So I'm taking an ink pad, and I'm not doing any colouring, I'm just tickling around the edges to give it a little bit of dimension, being a little bit random, because that's exactly what you can do. Now, don't forget, this is a brand new launch today, coming up at 2 p.m. We're giving you the sneak peek, a little bit of an insight to what you can do. We will be having a craft along.
Absolutely.
So we think we've got it in the schedule as well.
We have. We believe it will be about the second week of next month, so make sure you get your products in. And of course, we've got these. I'm super excited. I'm here for Second Chance Sunday this Sunday, and we have got these featuring on Second Chance Sunday, and they will be on next week's launch party as well. So lots of ideas today from Debbie, a few from me on Sunday, and next week on launch party as well, there'll be even more ideas. And the craft along, we're thinking it'll be about the 8th of September, subject to change, but it will be around that sort of time. So when you get these home, have a little play.
Yeah, because we were hoping to have 3 scene builders a little bit earlier than what we've got, so we'd already got it in the calendar, so we didn't change it.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I'm a little bit envious. We're allowed to say who?
We're not 100% confirmed yet.
Right, well, I'll tell you what, I'm a little bit envious because
Debbie
at the moment
wants
it's not me.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to lie, I'm a little bit envious, so I'm, well, I'll tell you this, whoever gets this craft along, they're going to absolutely adore, and I mean adore, because it is absolutely beautiful. Again, I think, you know, we always have little favourites in terms of some of those Christmas launches.
We do.
This is up there for mine, because it's just that creativity again, and having a lot of fun. Now, I'm just highlighting a little bit with a bit of a grey on there, but of course you could do, and what I have done with mine, if I just move those to one side, is I've taken a bit of glitter.
Oh,
just
you've
added
got
a tiny bit of glitter to the side.
Wow.
You could use your clear overlay pen as well, because you could go over with your clear overlay sparkle pen, and you can add a little bit of sparkle to it as well. I didn't want it to be too, and I say too much, but as always with me,
more is more, Debbie.
More is more. And the thing is, if you do more is more,
Christmas.
you've actually got choice then.
Absolutely.
And when I say, oh dear, I feel like I'm admitting to when I say more is more. I don't know when to stop.
Yes, yeah. Debbie's
I've
building a
chopped
city.
into some as well, so you can, you know, you can take your if I just, you know, literally you take your scissors and chop into them if you want to, which is what I've done with some of these. But again, you've got lots of dies on there as well. So I've just used the dies, and I've just had a
good old play.
A field day.
Absolutely.
I still haven't stopped.
We're still going.
But the thing is, sometimes to have the more means that you can get a bit creative, you can build up, you can create those scenes, those 3D scenes, because you can layer up, you can multi-layer, like our lovely Nicole's done with that in black. Looks stunning in black. It's absolutely beautiful. And added a little bit of light behind the back there with the, you know, you could use cardstock if you wanted to, or you could use your colouring mediums. Honestly, the one I'm away to do is to keep it really nice and clean and simple in terms of white. So that's exactly what I've done with that. So that's all my little pieces that I'm just going to move to one side.
But that's what I always say. I always say cut more than you think you need. And then I just get little plastic boxes or little cello bags, and all my leftover bits, I just save them ready for my next project. I'd rather have more to play with, more than I need, than not enough, then you have to go back and cut them and colour them all. Just cut loads and just have a good old play.
Exactly.
I think Debbie's definitely taken that advice on board on this particular card, but I'm definitely all for it.
I've got my double-edged fold feature going off, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to layer up over this part first. So again, I'm just going to literally have a play with them and just place them on. You could actually, before you do the sticking down part, you could actually have a little play and take some of your pieces and let me just get this one, have a little play around and maybe multi-layer and these things. And I'll just do it across there because I'll show you my stuck down version, because again I can see the time.
I know. Where does it go?
Where does the time go?
Where does it go? It's scary.
So I'll stick these two pieces down, and then I'll show you how to create what I'm away to show you in a second. And again, the lovely thing, use foam pads. You will create heights and you'll create more 3D, lower or higher. So if I go a little bit higher on that one, you can see I'm creating a little bit of texture and a little bit of depth and dimension. If I bring in, and again, chunky glue would be one of my favourites.
Chunky glue.
Yeah, use the chunky glue. I'll keep. What I'll do is I'll keep these firmly flat. Is that such a word?
Firmly flat.
Firmly flat. But no way, Jose, Johnny. Is this? Is someone coming round in this building and deliberately running the tape ends out for me? Because you know, three yesterday.
Good grief, Debbie.
This is a brand new one. It's got a top on.
Surely.
This has got to last, and you can tell because it's got a great big. So the more there is on, and then it transfers onto that side, and the tiny little bits when it's coming to the end. Yeah. So yeah, but. I swear someone's going around and deliberately doing it.
Let's blame Ben, he's not here. Ben's done it.
Shall I? Yeah, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll pop a little foam pad on the back. So let me grab my foam pads.
And it's nice to see these cut in white as well, because I think we tend to think when we see silhouette sort of designs, our sort of natural first cardstock to go to is that black cardstock.
Yeah.
But it goes to show how fabulous does this look in white.
Exactly.
Totally changes the look. I mean, night and day, if you'll pardon the pun. Black cardstock, it looks great, but the white cardstock as well, how effective does that look? Gives you a really festive feel with that white on white, but that little bit of inking just helps to make them stand out that little bit more. Maybe you're going to bring out your glitters to give it a little bit of a touch of sparkle, which is always great for your Christmas cards, but it just shows change up your cardstock and you'll change the look completely of these.
Oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely you will. And have a real, you know, like I said, have a play with colours. The one that I'm going to do later on in the launch show, I've got a tad colourful, I'm not going to lie. You've seen it, Lily, haven't you?
Yes, it's lovely, it's bright and beautiful, why not?
So this now is on this half of it, but what I'm going to do is just to give you a little idea on what you can do, take some of your pens. Now, I've gone with ice grey, but you could, in fact, you know what, I'm going to use blue. I'm going to go with a vintage blue. And I'm going to ground them a little bit, I'll give them a little bit of a shadow. So I literally, there's no rhyme or reason, but you know how you see the taller building? Literally, and I'm using the lightest of the tones of these. Yeah. And of course you could do inky backgrounds, but I just want to ground it slightly. So I'm going to go under and create a little bit of a shadow underneath there. So, Johnny, goodness me. Oh, what on earth? Right, so that's how I would create shadows, and you can see it's almost like a little bit of shadow effect, but then start to layer up pieces that go on the top. So you would start to bring in your other pieces from your stamped collection and use your dies. Now, I'll show you the finished length one, so I'll save me houses because I've got another project in mind that I want to do. But when you build it up, that's what it'll end up looking like.
Oh, doesn't that look lovely?
And you just carry that theme going along. And like I said, I've just created a little bit of extra dimension by bringing the foreground ones lifted with some foam pads to create the background scene. So again, if I bring in the folds, I've just literally used, and if I remember rightly, this was ocean blue to create a background.
Yeah,
and then the stamp I went over with a darker blue, to be fair. And I say a darker blue, not too dark, but just a little contrasting colour, and just randomly stamped across there to create that lovely texture again. And then you sit those onto the back, and I've got like 2 of these. If you're wondering how I've created the I've just taken my black and gone around the outside, you know, with my little ink dauber, just around the outside. It makes it pop without doing any matting and layering. But lay your pieces down again. Let's just put those there for a second. Pop those down. And then again, take your houses. So if I just show you again, take them on and layer them up. So just randomly pop those going across. Let's go couple across this one. I'll have a little play around with them again. And what you'll end up with, and all I've done with this one, Lily, when I've stuck it down, I feel like I've rushed this one, but you get the gist. Yeah. I've popped on, and I've kept these flat. So I've just kept them flat and just layered over, kept separated. Use that lovely Father Christmas. Don't forget you've got the stamp in there and the die. I didn't fussy cut that. I stamped that with anthracite and then die cut out the piece using the matching die. And then I used some silver glitter cardstock to create the moon on this one. So if I put these 2 pieces together, you'll end up with, and you can see it's starting to form now. Yeah. And again, all I'll do is I'll just pop a little bit of tape. I would use wet glue normally, but I'll use tape for a bit of speed. Pop that down into that bottom corner. Let's just make sure I've got that right. Push that back. I always put my glue on the other side. I don't know how you put yours together, Lily, but
I'm exactly the same.
Yeah, just to make it a bit easy on myself. Yeah. And when you're spreading that out, before you do, I actually bring it up and just make sure I've lined it up. Yeah. And just again, to make sure that I haven't got it so that it folds flat. And that's how you would line that up. And again, you can see just how beautiful that is. If I add on then my sentiments, and let's just pop my sentiment across the rooftops, you can see that you can create some depth and dimension. Also though, Lily, you've got that tab, again, where you can pop your tab in, cut the tab out, stick one of the houses onto the top. It can then go into the centre, and depending where you layer it, can you see, you could actually have more than 1 or 2 in the back of there. Pop that in, and then literally what you've got and what you've created is this lovely scene to create a beautiful 3D scene. And if I just show you again, I know I sped that up at the end, but we've really got a lot to cram in still for the next 10 minutes. But again, literally create beautiful scenes. Now, that really is a very simple version in not used in terms of colour, colouring mediums, apart from an ink and maybe an ice grey or a vintage blue, just to go around the outlines, a little touch of glitter, chunky glitter that's coming up in one of Leanne's bags, that would look lovely. Absolutely. Or your fine glitter, clear overlay, whatever it is that you want to create that. Oh, the faux snow, Lily. If you add faux snow, wouldn't that lovely look sprinkled across the top of the rooftops? That would look stunning as well. But you can create these scenes yourself. Literally, you can go as sparingly as you want, or a little OTT as you want in terms of die cutting, but the effect is really beautiful. Is there another one? Let me just see if I can find another one to show you, because I did have this other one in here, which again, Look at the effect that you can create. How beautiful is that? And that one doesn't have that centre panelling. There's nothing to stop you. You know, you are in control of how you use these. This is using one of the Midas ink pads, actually, which is the silver one, to create the scenes of the trees and things like that. Think about your colour tones, completely two different looks. And when you bring in Nicole's, I mean, stunning. Wow. But this is the kind of thing that you can be doing. It really is a fantastic scene to create different things, different looks, and we'll show you again when it comes to the launch show. We'll show you all the different ways that you can use it. I've got a fair few underneath here to create some different styles of cards, not necessarily the way that we have popped in an instruction sheet for you to do with the double Z fold. I'm going to steer away from the double Z folds later on. I've got a kind of a Z fold, but a back to front one. So, and again, I'll just show you how you can take this into your crafting, into your different folds, but create the most amazing 3D scenes each and every single time. And every card can look different. Every card can look different, Lily, which is why I love this collection.
Absolutely. We're going to have a little vote now. I've got 2 amazing demos, and I know there's going to be even more coming up later, but we're going to have a little vote now. So Debbie, have you got your 2 cards ready?
I have indeed.
Start the vote. So what have we got?
Number 1, we started with the lovely Santa's Grotto, which I just think is really cute. Absolutely fabulous, gorgeous little characters on there, and a lovely way to create your 3D scenes. And then we've just finished with the fabulous, I call it Over the Rooftops, but that's not the proper name for it, is it, Lily? It is.
Christmas Eve.
Thank you, Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
Christmas Eve, which is lovely. Yeah, looking for Santa, looking over the rooftops.
Yeah.
So there are your 2. So you've got 1, or you have 2.
Get those votes in. Totally up to you what you're going to vote for, but are you going to go for your collection? What an amazing launch this is. A fabulous collection of both stamps and dies. Platinum price is $51.80, or in the US it's $63.16 for these 113 elements. And first of all, we've got this collection, which is the one that Debbie's just used in that fabulous demonstration. You've got your stamps included. So you've got your Santa flying across the night sky. Of course, you're going to be using that in any of your Christmas makes. A really, really useful stamp to have in there. And of course, we do have the included matching die as well. Then that background piece that Debbie used to build up that background in those blue tones, a really useful falling snow background on there. Then we've also got our trees, we've got our clouds, our stars, with the matching dies to be able to build up those scenes. And then again, we do have those houses, not just one size, not just one shape, but the different shapes and sizes of those buildings, so you can really build up those scenes really quite easily and quickly. And of course, you could be adding some of your coloured cardstock behind to sort of light up those windows, maybe even using some of your vellums. It would look absolutely stunning. And of course, those included cut-in star dies. The fall-away elements will be great for your shakers, but brilliant as a cut-in detail just to finish off all your creations with this die and stamp set. So that's your first of your 3 designs. Secondly, we come on to the Santa's Grotto. I'd say this is perhaps a little bit more traditional in terms of design with this one. Same sort of idea with your matching stamps and your dies, which are going to cut out all that beautiful imagery for you, so no need to be doing any fussy cutting. I love that Santa design that we've got in the bottom. We've also got his sack full of presents, and it looks like it's a real sort of fit to bursting sack, so lots and lots of fun within these designs. The sentiments do both fit onto your signpost, but of course you could be adding any sentiment you like onto the centre of that signpost. Maybe even want to handwrite a personalised message just to give that lovely personalised finish touch would be fantastic. So that's your second set of stamps and dies. But don't forget there's 113 elements across this full collection. You are saving 20% on this brand new launch. And as we come to our last stamp and die set, this is our Christmas cottage. Of course, we do have that lovely traditional imagery of your cottage included. Perhaps you want to really personalise it, change the colours of the curtains of the door, maybe even add some of your glitter or your faux snow along those rooftops to really Christmas it up and make your Christmas creations that little bit special. You do have your tree stamps as well, great for use with your quick dryings. Shades of your green would look great, but maybe stamp and heat embossing your white onto your black card for that sort of negative silhouette effect. That would look amazing with those. The tree dies are going to be really useful for all of your Christmas makes, but of course You can be using these trees all year round as well. And it's the same for the foliage and the bows that you get included. So of course this is our Christmas set of your 3 collections of stamps and dies, but don't just think Christmas, think how you could be using this all year round. Just such a versatile, such a creative collection, like Debbie says. Lots and lots of playing, crafty playtime with this one, I'm thinking. Great for all your concept cards, not just your double-sided folds, but lots of other concepts besides to create something really special. So that's our brand new launch, which is coming in platinum price at £51.80, or in the US it's $63.18. Now Debbie did do 2 fabulous demonstrations already, and we have got demo of the show has come in at demo number 2. So that's the lovely one.
Oh, the Christmas Eve.
Yes.
There we go.
Yeah.
But I loved either of them, to be fair. They're both my favourites, but absolutely fabulous. Thank you very much. We'll pop that into the show for later, the
demo of the day.
Shelf for later, for
Yes.
demo of the day. Yeah.
Yeah. And we will be voting on the demo of the show in the next show in launch day. So we won't have any demos in cartload because we've just got far too many fabulous deals to show you. I know it's a 3-hour cartload, but my goodness me, we got a lot to cram in. It's going to be an absolutely fantastic day here on Crafters TV. So of course we've been looking at our launch, which is our Christmas 3D scene builders. That's coming up at 2 p.m. with our lovely Debbie. Joe's back in the building. I've seen him walking past. He's here, he's ready, he's primed for this launch. It's going to be a cracking launch at 2 o'clock UK time. That's 9 a.m. or 6 a.m. if you're over in the States. So make sure you stay tuned for that one, because there's going to be some fabulous demos from Debbie. I've had a sneak peek. She's got some great ideas with this amazing new collection. And of course we do have that cartload coming up at 6 o'clock tonight UK time, 1 p.m. or 10 a.m. if you're over stateside. Leanne's coming in for that, joining Joe for the full 3 hours. My goodness me, is that going to be an absolutely corking show. It's going to be absolutely amazing. I know Leanne's super excited. We don't get her on enough. It's going to be an amazing show. Debbie's sort of
Our waving away.
What have you got?
Our waving away, because I was just going to show you what you need to come back for in all 4. These are the next for the next one. So we're going to show you how to take that lovely scene and create a different kind of scene. And if you didn't have the Father Christmas on, we've said that could be a lovely scene that you could use all year round. A lovely little play on cards and different folds. We're going to create this one using that design that we've not used. We've got our lovely Santa's Grotto and a reversed kind of a double Z fold, and then a nice straightforward, very simple to achieve this look by simply stamping onto your cardstock and using a couple of the dies. So that's what's got lined up. I've got 4 to get through in 2 hours with our lovely Joe. I wonder if I'll get through them all. Well, the only way to find out is to come back and join us at 2 with myself and Joe.
Absolutely, it's going to be an amazing day here on Crafters TV. The team will see you in an hour, but you can of course get those baskets filled up and checked out before then to make sure you've grabbed absolutely everything you want, because like I say, it's an amazing day here. A new launch, lots of deals on that cartload, so it promises to be an amazing day. So make sure you stay tuned. Join us back here at 2 o'clock, and I shall see you back here on Crafters TV over the weekend. So a few days away from me, but I'll still be washing and still be grabbing all these deals, as you guys will be at home. So for myself, Lily, I shall see you later. Take care.